Hello, everyone. Coming live to do the weekly all signs messages. Just going to give it a little bit of time for people to come on before I start. It is just the weekly all signs video. I go through each sign, and it's whatever spirit needs you to most hear right now to move you forward in life. If you guys are ready to meet your spirit guide, put together a free meditation to take you on a journey to the Temple of the Masters so that you could do just that. I dropped that link in the live chat. You guys should be able to click on that on the replay as well. But if not, just in the comments, type spirit guide and I will drop that link to you. And for a short time, I'm available for mediumship if you'd like to speak to a crossed over loved ones. Or a personal reading. So I'll put that there. And lastly, guys, don't forget that I go live Monday through Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time with free mini reads right here on YouTube. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to go in the zodiac signs order. Just a quick shuffle. So what does Aries most need to hear? And let's timestamp this. Aries. What does Aries most need to hear this week? Aries, overall, you're on the right direction in your life. But it looks like you're really at this threshold of a choice between how difficult do you want to make your manifestation? Do you want to be fighting it along the way? Do you want to be going through contrast and then having big epiphany moments? Or you just want to be like okay with gently going down your path, you know? Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, Aries. All right. So Aries, it's, do you want to go down the path of like fighting your manifestation? Why is it taking so long? How much more do I have to clear before it comes in? Right? Because the choice is yours. Like what you want is coming. You are on your path. You're either going to be fighting it and resisting it and grappling with it. Let me do all this work to get it in. Or you're going to be a cooperative component to your desire and just like, guys, get into the receptive mode to manifest because it's step one, you do the ask. Step two, the universe does its job. Step three, you receive. Step four, you get so good at receiving that life feels like ask, receive, ask, receive. Step five, what do you do when vibrational contrast comes up? How do you quickly get the clarity? Step one, for what you now want to experience, and then quickly get to step three to receive your desire. Okay. And step six, law of attraction, is just where you embrace that every manifestation is going to have a vibrational wobble within it, and you still allow yourself to receive it. But number three is essentially you just have to get into the receptive mode. Get into the receptive mode means you either receive the end goal or you receive the next step along the way. That's why I title everything Living in Alignment to Rapidly Manifest. Because the more that you just go, okay, here's where I'm at, here's what I'm learning, and I know this will get me there, woohoo, boom, your next step comes. Okay, this is where I'm at, this is what I'm learning, this is what I'm embracing, this is what I'm now allowing in, this is great, this is only going to help that come in. So get into the receptive mode is just when you deliberately set aside time to notice the signs that your manifestation is coming in. Do you feel better at the topic? Are you seeing signs that it's coming in? Are you starting to see a different outer reality, right? Like if you were going from nothing but noticing couples fighting when you're out and about, and now you notice couples that are happy and holding hands, can you bring your focus to that? Can you meditate for 15 minutes? After you meditate, right? And look, I did that today, guys. I started with a list of just things that I found satisfying. And look, towards the end of the list, I was able to get to I appreciate, I appreciate, I appreciate. So can you just write 10 things that you find satisfying? The sun comes up, it feels good on my skin, it comes up on its own without me having to do anything. The city takes care of the trees and the maintenance, and I just get to enjoy them. I love that that lets me know that it's okay for the universe to do some of the work and for me to just enjoy receiving. I appreciate the running water in my apartment. I appreciate the plants in my apartment. I, right? And then can you also take time to just make a list of like two, three, four, five, up to 10 things that show your manifestation is coming in. Hey, my manifestation is coming in because I'm feeling better about relationships. When I'm out and about, I'm starting to notice happy couples. I saw that couple that was kissing down the street the other day. I saw the couple that was holding hands the other day. I bumped into that couple where they were saying nothing but praises about the other people. Like, are you going to bring your focus to your manifestation coming in, Aries, and be a cooperative component so that you enjoy the journey to get there? Or are you going to be, let me grapple with this and wrestle this? So that's your message, Aries. Now let's go into Taurus. We are on Taurus. Feel free to say hello if you're coming live. Oh, interesting. Okay, so Taurus, believe it or not, like your focus is on your money right now, Taurus. And that's funny. I just gave the opposite advice to Aries. You got to bring, like, your focus is on your money right now. And the more that you allow yourself to not only enjoy the money that you have, like, when you buy that latte, go, oh, I'm so glad I have the money to buy this. Thank you. Now you're in the appreciation for having received money. You're in the appreciation vibe for having spent it, right? You're just appreciating money. Um, what else are you trying to say, card? We need you to see that you're bigger than you are right now. We need you to see that you can receive bigger than you're allowing yourself to receive right now. The more that you can be in a place of show me how to receive more for doing exactly what it is I'm doing. Show me how to receive more for doing things that I love. Show me how to receive more in this department. Now you're focused on the becoming. Now you're focused on the embracing the new. Show me how to get more clients. Show me how to receive more. Um, and then it looks like there needs to be a little bit of cleaning up the past. There needs to be a little bit of shining appreciation for everything you went through when you were younger, a little bit of shining appreciation for the knowledge that you gained. Because there's a little bit of a difference of this time around of you starting your business or your career search. But Taurus has a little bit of a difference of starting your career search this time around because you already have a lot of the foundational skills, knowledge, and abilities. The last time you were trying to like figure out how to start the business, charge, and learn the skills that you were trying to sell. But can you at least appreciate that now you already have a solid skill set? Now you're just like revamping up how to receive for it. Once you kind of realize, like, oh, I'm simply selling something I already know how to do, and I'm just getting it, I'm becoming a good receiver. That's when you start to like step into that more leadership role in the moving it forward and the receiving of it. Wow, what an interesting reading, Taurus. Let's go to Gemini. What's up, Gemini? If you want a free meditation to meet your spirit guide, that link is in the live chat. Gemini, if you want a personal reading right now or a mediumship, speak to a cross our loved one, the link for that is in the description as well. Okay, so what we got for Gemini this week? Gemini, you are actually being a little bit more encouraged to like speak up for yourself. And speaking up for yourself doesn't have to be conflict, doesn't have to be anger, doesn't have to be fight. Say hi if you're coming live. Speaking up for yourself could just be as simple as listening to someone and saying, "Oh, I'm happy for you, but that does not work for me." Um, like once you realize that it's not about speaking your mind. It's just more about like speaking your boundaries. And boundaries is your preferences, what you're comfortable with, what you're not. Like, oh no, I'm happy to drive you, but I'm not going in there. Like because it's not conflict. You don't need others around you to agree with you. They can like to go out to a club, and you could like to just be the one to give them a ride there and not go out with them. Once you just recognize that there's love, even though there might be differences, like that's when you're gonna find a little more balance in your relationships. Because Gemini, it looks like right now, it's like you're really trying to get someone to see it from your point of view, to see it your way, to come over to you. But sometimes one of the best predictors of a long-term relationship is not how much you guys have in common, how compatible you guys are. It's how much can you tolerate differences in relationships. So it's you're just really kind of learning and expanding to speak up more for yourself, like, oh, I don't really want to do that. No, I don't want to do that. Because it kind of looks like you have been like people pleasing a little bit. You kind of have been, okay, that's what they want to do. You want to make them happy, I'll do it. And then you notice sometimes you're like, well, hey, I want to go play tennis, and they say no. It leaves you a little like, wait, I didn't want to go like do this thing, but I did it for you. Why aren't you doing it for me? So I think once you realize that, like, it's okay for you to say no, that's not gonna, like, damage the relationship, like, that's when you're just gonna feel a little bit more balanced. Because it just looks like in your relationships, there's just been a slight bit of you over giving in there to make them happy, and they haven't done what you've been doing. So once you kinda learn to pull back a little bit, right, it's gonna leave room for you guys to find probably a different way to connect that wasn't there. Because if you were willing to go ahead, like, okay, I'll do that for you because I know that will make you happy. Now that you're not doing it, they're going to fill the gap of that connection with you. And then like they're going to want to like close that gap too. That's when your relationships are going to feel a little bit more recharging. All right, let's go to Cancer. What does Cancer need to hear right now? Interesting. You got the Six of Fire, Eight of Earth, and the Five of Air. Well, it's almost like it's a don't rest on the laurels of your success. You gotta keep putting in energy and effort because, like, even though you won, you kinda won at a but at what cost, right? So you may have won, you may have gotten the date, but maybe your relationship with your buddy is now, like, damaged, you know? Or, like, you may have gotten the promotion at work, but if you had to throw a coworker under the bus, at what cost? Like, you won, but at what cost? So it's like you're being encouraged. Yeah. Yeah. There's just a little bit of encouragement, Cancer, for you to start to continue putting in effort to understand like the emotional side of relationships, to understand emotional maintenance of a relationship, to understand the give and take, like just the emotional side of relationships. And that, like, they might say, hey, you want to come over and watch this movie? And you might go, no, I don't watch that movie. But sometimes it's still just the act of you two hanging out, which is what helps like the relationship maintain. Because it just kind of looks like this is so weird to say this, Cancer. People are a little bit tired of your success and your achievement. Success, achievement. That they're like, okay, that's cool for you, buddy. I'm happy for you, but like, are we gonna hang out? Are we gonna hang out? Are you gonna It's like they're tired of the relationship just being about your achievement and your successes. And what they really want is they want the three of water with you, the Ace of Earth and the Queen of Water. They want to just like enjoy your presence, enjoy your being, enjoying your presence. So you just kind of gotta like the unwise choice there, and the Five of Airs is it's pretty much you becoming aware of the emotional maintenance side of relationships, and that is about being and bonding and have someone to share your life with, and that like love is witnessing someone's life and that allowing them to witness your life and positively contribute. It's like you're just really growing in that way right now, Capricorn, this week. Cancer, excuse me. All right, let's go to Leo. What does Leo most need to hear this week? Uh-oh, you're feeling sad. Uh-oh. Ooh. Well, okay, you're really at a place, Leo, of just wanting balance, calm, peace. It's you're probably get yourself saying like, I don't want any drama. I don't want any drama. I just want peace. I want balance. Um, there's a wow. There's not even this many cards and there's a lot going on. You're there. There's also some past lover that's kind of like haunting your thoughts. I not like haunting as in their haunting. Like you can't let go of a past lover right now. And what I could tell you is that the way you're going about trying to attract them, it flat out isn't working. Like that person is more of like how do like an attention rewarder. Like when you take steps towards them, they feel closer to you. It looks like right now you're just trying to become a more shiny object to attract them in, but like they're kind of tired of always having to take the step towards you first. And so that's why it's interesting because your first message was all about you're like, I just want balance. I want equal give and take. But like you're at a place right now of requiring the other person to take the step towards you first before you take a step towards them. And that also means you're not fully spending your time with people that you're actually interested in. It's just, oh, well, they took a step towards me. Okay, I'll take a step towards them. It's like you're just hyper fixated on the equal give and take, the equal balance, that you're not even aware that like you're pulling holding back a little bit more. That like it's like their energy is going towards you and you're like this instead of like this. So the relationships are just like a little bit like off balance right now. It's you're coming from a place of trying to protect yourself because you like want to leave the dark ages of bad relationships behind. And I just want to let you know you're on that path. Okay, so you got some good news, Leo. You're on that path. You got the six of air, which is like the ending. It's like a difficult time ended. You're sad. You're on your new path forward. Okay. Um, but there's needs to be awareness that like the energy has to both be people coming in because otherwise these people just end up feeling and like if you do that, like they just feel drained. They're like, God, I always have to initiate. I always have to show interest first. If I don't like call text him first, then he doesn't call that day. Like they feel low key at like and when I say they, I mean like everyone you're interacting with, they feel a little low key drained. Why do I always have to call first, you know? Um, ooh, okay, okay. Ooh. Okay, all I can say is right now, Leo, you definitely there's sadness in your life and something about like it's something to do with love, friendships, and relationships, and definitely love. Um, something about that's making you really, really sad. I think you thought someone was going to chase you, and they're not. Um, but you're also getting a lot of cards of like, don't worry, like the tide is going to change in a positive direction because you also got the wheel, which is a major kind of card of the bad times are over, good things are going to start to come in. But the wheel did come after devil and the four of water. Four of water is a disappointment card. Devil is like the gluttony card. Is it gluttony or gluttony? Gluten-free gluttony. So it's gluttony. It's the gluttony card. It's the toxic card. It's the over focusing on success instead of emotional happiness. And this is what was clarifying the justice card. So it's you're at a place of extreme protection, trying to make sure that they're giving to the relationship first and that you don't give more than them. Um, but like I think that's what you're telling yourself, but what's really going on underneath is that you're just actually really sad and disappointed so much it's just when your past didn't work out and you're really sad and disappointed that you can't figure out why they didn't work out because you thought you were doing enough. But there's a part of you that like you're not aware that you really like that feeling of being chased. And so even though you're saying like, no, I'm just trying to protect myself. I've had crap relationships in the past. I'm just trying to make sure they're balanced. Like what's really going on underneath that is that you like that feeling of being chased. Do you like the feeling of like maybe being the prize? Do you like the feeling of being pursued? But like until you admit that to yourself, you're not going to be able to heal the core wound that's making you act that way. Um, yeah, and that's just going to be pride. That's like, well, if they really wanted to, they would call. If you've been the one calling and initiating for like 3 months in a row, yes, adopt that attitude. But if it's like every single time you guys hang out, you're like, that was a great day. If he really wanted to, he would. Right. When they feel into your energy, that's not good. That like if he really wanted to, he would. It's got to be like, oh wow, that was such a great first date. Oh my gosh. I really want to hear from him again. I really hope we hang out. It was such a great first date. Do you see the difference of like when they think about you and the energy they'll feel? Um, yeah. So overall, it's just kind of like sad figuring out the balance of relationships, and being willing to like give back to relationships. So I think instead of like a right, this is you not putting energy towards the relationship. This is the like the people you like relationships like this. And if they go hey, then you go hey. But do you see how your energy isn't like invested into building a relationship? Eventually, this person's going to get tired, feel drained, feel depleted. And especially it's after a, "Hey, I took a step towards you, you took a step," and when you're hanging out, you're like, "Oh, yeah, we should do this, we should do that." And then, when you go like that or they go like this, their energy's still pointing towards you. And so in the morning, they're like, "Hey, so how'd your project go?" You're like, "Oh, what? Oh, yeah, let me tell you about my project." You're always just pulling your energy back in the name of self-defense, and it's just not gonna give you the kind of relationship that you want. What's gonna help them get to this changing point, though, Spirit? Because you keep talking about good times are ahead. It's almost as if when you admit there was nothing you could have done to have made any of your previous relationships work, that's when your love life is gonna start to feel more playful and uplifting, and you're gonna wanna put energy in. Because it's almost as if, like, you got in a partnership your previous partnerships were ones that, like, you just shouldn't have been in them, okay? But you kept trying to make it work. "What if we try that? What if we try this? What if we do this? They said they want that, let me do that for them, maybe that will help them feel better." So you previously in relationships where you were the one over giving, over exhausting yourself, but like you just got to admit, whoa, there was nothing I could have done to have made those relationships better or to actually have made them work out. And you're gonna like let go of that responsibility, maybe a little bit of shame that you feel for them not working out. And that's what's gonna let you be a little bit more playful of a communicator, and a little bit more of a consistent communicator in the love department of your life. Yeah, it's just a big O if it just keep saying the same message, Leo. You gotta revise your strategy and your plan for how you're approaching relationships right now. But it's also a like you're gonna be soon at a turning point where things start to get better in your relationships. Okay, let's go to Virgo. What does Virgo need to hear this week? Oh, communication. You've stepped into your own. It's over. What? Okay. So what does Virgo need to hear this week? Well, I think there's a little bit of a you've stepped into your sense of self-worth and that you deserve like reciprocal love. Okay? So because you've stepped into that reciprocal love, you've learned how to hold back and like not overgive. You've learned how to hold back and not step into that impulsiveness, like the oh my god, I'm so overtaken with love. I love them. Let me take this action because this is a very like fast, impulsive kind of action. Um, but what that's doing is it's putting a lot of the work on the other person. Like the other person's having to be the one to like just do more of the relationship maintenance and the work. You're kind of like having a little bit of an attitude of like, well, I showed up. But there's a difference between someone who's done their makeup, done their hair, or if you're like you're a guy, you've spent some time beforehand getting into the mood of a ooh, going out on a date tonight, so excited. And you're like showing up with that excitement, that eagerness, that enthusiasm, like, oh, this feels so good to be going out. I had so much fun getting my nails done and relaxing. And I was so looking forward to meet with you today and learn more about you, right? Versus I showed up, I'm here, right? So Virgo, it's like good job for stepping into that worthiness that you deserve a good relationship, right? It's just made you pull back on the action when in like reality you need to be shown up as the king of earth and the king of fire. So king of earth, he's got all the money, he's got the kingdom, So it's showing up generous, generous with your time, your money, your energy, your emotions, your emotional availability, but also as the king of fire, which means you also have your discernment, right? So it's show up with that presence, show up with that energy, show up with that. I'm here to see you. How are you here? I was just in this country. I brought you back these little snacks. Um, and but then when you see that your energy isn't reciprocated, like, oh, okay, they took the gift, they took this, they didn't try to give back. You have your discernment to know when to, okay, like that's not a relationship that I invest in at a level 10. It's a relationship that I invest in at a level 4, 5, 6, maybe a 7, maybe a 3. So you still need to show up with that generosity for your relationships because otherwise it's just like all on them. Okay. What's over, spirit? If you don't put an end to the current way that you're approaching relationships, which is ignoring your impulses to do good, kind things for the other person, you're not going to find the happy ending that you're looking for. And this isn't about you giving up on what you think that you deserve to have in a relationship. This is just about you finding someone where the energy that you put in is like equal and uplifting and building for them. So you should definitely still want what it is you want, but don't be stingy with your energy to them is all. Um, so what's this crossroads? Well, you're really at a crossroads with like a past lover if you should just completely leave on and let them go or not. I kind of think you are going to give it like one last go, one last time. At this moment of time, I don't see that you're going to take any of the advice that I just gave you though. So it's gonna be like, let me flip this coin at them and see if it works, instead of like you bringing some flowers, you bringing some, hey, I got this like really cool hotel for us. I was thinking we could explore this area together. Instead of like, well, are you gonna come meet me here? Right? Do you see the difference between the two? It's really about like putting that energy back in there. That was a lot of messages for you, Virgo. Give me a comment below. Oh, where'd the oh, there we go. Okay. All right, let's see. We were on to Libra now. What does Libra need to hear this week? Excuse me, Libra. um, okay, so Libra, you have to stop avoiding the issue. You have to like there's a little bit of a need to be a little bit more discerning and intentional with your time. Slow, steady, consistent actions over time towards a relationship that deserves a second chance. But a little bit right now, like you're ignoring it. And you're just like, "No, no, no, that breakup doesn't bother me," or whether it was a breakup of the relationship or a firing from like, an employment. "No, no, no, that doesn't bother me," and you're just kinda, like, being a little, like, scattered in your thoughts when, like, what you really need is to be, like, more intentional with your time going towards a direction that you want, because there is a second chance possible that will lead to a lot of action, a lot of good things for you. It will open up doors of opportunities for you in the future that will be really good. The star card. But straight up, Libra, your message is short. Be more intentional about giving something a second chance. You're just not admitting to yourself right now that it kind of like bugs you that it's almost over or that it already ended. Okay, Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to hear right now? Wow, you got three major arcana cards. Scorpio, there's a little bit of a need to approach something more grounded, loving, Grounded means showing up and being fully authentic and vulnerable with your emotions, with your intentions, with, if you were the one that did something wrong, just being there with them. So it's like there's a call for you, Scorpio, to just show up with that more grounded, loving presence. Because right now you're showing up as the high priestess, who she's a little more like airy. Like this one will show up and go, yeah, I know you were going through that breakup, and I really just didn't want you to be alone tonight. I made this casserole. I'm coming over, and then you just like you either sit there and listen to them, or you sit there and watch the movie with them. But your full energy and your full presence is there. The high priestess is the one who's like sitting back, maybe looking good, maybe brought the casserole over, but when they say something, you're keeping your thoughts in your head. Oh, that like, let's just pretend it's a date. "Oh, this was such a nice place. Thank you so much for taking me out. Oh, work was rough. Tell me about it." "Oh, thank you for inviting me out. I do love this steak." Right? You're just not there's a little bit more need to be grounded, present, vulnerable, sharing. Um, and once you kinda get out of the mysterious mystique person and ground into the loving, caring person, like, that's when you're gonna go through the transformation that you need, I th to get the love life that you want, and that's when you're gonna be happy, and that's when your life is gonna get better. You have 4 major arcana cards, that's crazy. You guys are going through a lot. Okay, Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to hear this week? Put more energy in, be a cooperative ooh, okay. Whatever it is you're going through right now, you gotta be the one to put in a little bit more effort right now. You gotta be the one to, like, show that you're a team player, that you want this to work. Because like, you're kinda just in your head of like, "Oh, it's never gonna work because here's that thing about them that they can't get over." And like, because you're focused on it won't work because of this thing about them, you're in a state of the moon, which is like confusion, not knowing exactly what to do, having lack of clarity. But it's because you're focusing on what it is about them that will make it not work, instead of how can I be a cooperative component to this being solved? What can I do to help move this forward? I'd like to get ideas that can help move this forward and like bring us together or bring this project to a completion. That's what's going to help move it forward. These are kinda really short and sweet messages for most of them. Ah! Okay, let's go on to Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to hear this week? Oh, oh, oh. Oh, man, I was hoping for a love read for us Capricorns. Okay, Capricorn. Well, congratulations. You have turned the new leaf. You've started the new chapter of your life. It does look like it's off to like a little bit of a bumpy road, which means like you've kind of like crossed a threshold energetically and mentally with your mind. To like, okay, I'm doing this thing. Um, but you're a little surprised that like all that energy, like, that youthful energy you have in your 20s where you're like, let's go, hustle, grind. Since that's not there, there's a little bit of a like, oh, well, maybe it's not meant to be. Maybe I didn't do all the energy work I need to do. Maybe I didn't get my mind right. No, you did. It's just a little bit of a bumpy start. Because it looks like what this project needs is for you to like be really internally clear. This is a high priority for me. I would like to finish this. This is something that I would like to see through fruition. It's like when you start to communicate more clearly to yourself, to spirit, to others, this is of importance to me. This is what I would like to bring into the world. This is what I like to do. Like, that's when you'll then be able to turn your thoughts to show me how to enjoy this universe. Show me how to love the action I'm taking. But there has to be this complete mental alignment with this is what I'm doing. This is of what's utmost importance to me. And this is where I'm allowing success in. None of that, like that level of lining up with it, then it will be show me the steps, show me how to grow it, show me how to reach the people who want to work with me, show me how to get the best job for like me and my family. And once you have that full lineup with this is what I'm doing and I'm allowing in success in this area of my life, then you're going to find your thoughts will rapidly turn towards show me how to love it more, show me how to enjoy it more. This felt really good. I love doing it. Because it just looks like, yeah, Capricorn, you're sure at that crossroads between, well, if I really want it was an alignment, wouldn't it be the red carpet experience where I'm like action step after action step after action step? But like all I can tell you is this success for this next thing that you're doing is gonna look different. And it's like it's almost like a Capricorn, like quit thinking there's more energy work to do. It's now about like taking the action and then doing energy work. Action, energy work, action, energy work. And then there'll be the tipping point where like, oh my God, I love this action. So you're just at the action, energy, action, energy step. Um, but like just get out of your head thinking that there's more energy work for that it's all energy work and then action. It's gonna be a combo of both for you. Um, okay, let's go to Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to hear this week? Ooh, fresh new start for you. What does Aquarius need to hear this week? We're at the precipice of a breakthrough, at the precipice of a new start in your life. Like you have a beautiful opportunity to like get a more, I want to say like active social life. Okay. So you have capacity for a new start in your life. Like if you're a pie, you have capacity, you have room in your pie to put more energy and effort towards a more active social life. But it looks like, whatever the pie of your life is, 75% of it's like already full, right? So you have that 25% to go after and get more. um, but you're letting the 75% of your other areas of your life like really weigh you down and kind of becoming all consuming and just like weigh you down. You're like, oh, I can't go out and enjoy that 25% because I got to take care of the 75%. Um, wow, it's like seeds are well planted for you to go out there and start a new active social life if you could like leave the baggage at the door. And I don't even want to say baggage, but it's like if you could just leave the other areas of your life to the other areas of your life and then go, right now I'm going out. I'm leaving my family stuff at home and I'm going out and I'm going out because I want to have fun. I want to hear new stories. I want to learn new things about the world. I want to just like practice socializing. You can be in the new energy. You can go out once or twice a week. But whatever's going on home, you're just letting it kind of like just become all consuming for you and using it as a reason to, I can't go out when they're feeling bad type of energy. But like, think about it from their point of view. If they're like housebound, they want to hear your fun story. Like they're bored too, you know? Do they want you to sit there and be bored with them? Probably 78% of the time. But the other 20% of the time, they want to see you going out and about so that you come back with fresh stories. Oh, I heard this coolest thing. There's this new app that does blah, 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 blah. So it will help them too if you do start, going out a little bit more. Okay, so Pisces, and Concha, yours was minute 6:21. That's Taurus. And good to see you, Concha. Thanks for saying hi. Okay, Pisces. Pisces, you need to be willing to go through an epiphany switch so that you can view your love life differently and it will start flowing again. You're definitely being encouraged to whatever it is you think that you want, that you deserve, that you need. Like your core need, your core desire is very worthy of being fulfilled. And you shouldn't like necessarily back down on what it is you want, but you do have to get your epiphany, like you have to view the situation differently. And you do have to come at it with a, I know I really want this, babe. What would make you wanna say yes to that? Do you see how that's been a cooperative component? Like, or what is there something that's like, what are you afraid of something? So you need to be willing to, how can I view this differently? How can I view this in a way where I hold what I want and what I need firmly in there and also able to hold space for them? Because there is definitely a little bit of like a standstill right now, a little bit of a no, my way or the highway type of energy where it needs to be, whoa, I know that the core of what I want, I'm definitely worthy of it being met and my needs are my needs. Um, but how do you approach it more softly where it's a, how can I view this in a way where we both feel like we're getting a win, where I get my need met for sure, but in a way where we're both feeling like we're getting a win out of this? Because it might be, babe, I really want to go with you to your work event, but I don't think you realize how exhausted I am by Friday night with like 3 kids under 3. So, the thought of like, I just don't even know when I'd have time to get dolled up and like, number one, go shopping for the dress. Number two, get dolled up. And then we'll be like, oh, babe, I didn't realize you're like overstressed. What if we like, can we find a babysitter to like come over and help you, 2 hours every evening, Monday through Fridays that week, so that you can like have time to buy the dress, have time to, and then your wife might be like, oh, thank you, honey. That, you know what I mean? So like there's, you're just being a no, I deserve this when like they need a little something to help make it happen. Um, Conch, I love you. All right, guys, I hope that video helped you with your messages for the week. Don't forget a free meditation to meet your spirit guide. I'm also available for mediumship reads right now. The link for that is in the description. And I go live Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern time, right here on YouTube. So come hang out. Lots of love, guys. Bye.